Sunglasses act like a kind of psychological shield, where you can see the world clearly, but the world cannot easily see into you. Sunglasses let you scan surroundings and collect information without giving away as much of your own internal state. When your eyes are hidden, you feel less like a highly visible individual and more like an anonymous observer. You feel a little less exposed, a little less readable, a little more private. In psychology, anonymity is closely linked to increased confidence and lowered inhibitions. You care slightly less about social judgment because you feel like you are observing the world from behind a one-way mirror. Through the eyes, we read confidence, hesitation, attraction, threat, and so on. When someone cannot see your eyes, you become harder to read for them. When you feel harder to read, you often feel safer, calmer, and more confident. Evolutionarily, eye contact has always been a high-stakes game in the animal kingdom. In Animal Kingdom, staring is rarely neutral. It is often a signal of dominance, challenge, threat, or mating interest. To understand why our brains react so strongly to eye contact today, we have to look at how human eyes evolved differently from almost every other primate, and how our survival depended on reading the gaze of others. If you look at a chimpanzee or a gorilla, their eyes are dark. The sclera, the white of the eye, is dark brown or black, blending in perfectly with their iris and skin. Dark sclera blends in with the iris and the surrounding skin. This makes it incredibly difficult for predators or prey to see exactly where the animal is looking, helping them hide their immediate intentions. Evolutionarily, primates kept their eyes dark for stealth. If a predator or a rival couldn't tell exactly where a chimp was looking, the chimp could look at a food source or an escape route without tipping off others. Human eyes evolved to highly visible, bright white sclera. Humans lost this dark pigment because our survival depended heavily on social teamwork. It allowed us to follow each other's gaze across a room, cooperate seamlessly while hunting or gathering, and easily read subtle emotional expressions without making a sound. Because early humans relied on extreme high-level cooperation to hunt and survive, we needed our tribe members to know exactly what we were looking at. A simple flick of the eyes could communicate, "Look behind that bush," or "The predator is tracking you," without making a sound. However, while white eyes made communication inside the tribe highly efficient, it also made us incredibly vulnerable. We could no longer hide our attention. Every time we looked at someone or something, our brains advertised our exact intent to the world. Sunglasses let you gather information while withholding information. A direct stare can feel like a claim of dominance. Avoiding eye contact can feel like submission. But sunglasses interrupt that entire system. They make it easier to hold your ground, maintain privacy, and stay composed in situations where you might otherwise feel too exposed.